Who said I let anything go?
If you ask me, I didn't do anything wrong.
I'd love to know what that is.
Is that possible? Or are we gonna have a problem here?
Would Willow be better off without me?
I need you to tell me exactly what you have on Sonny Corinthos.
How do you cut your losses and protect yourself?
General Hospital latest update. Lucky Spencer's sudden exit has Elizabeth Weber single again, and fans are buzzing. Will she fall for ex-flame Rick Lansing, rekindle with Jason Morgan, or spark something new with Cody, Isaiah, or Dante? GH is setting the stage for Liz's next great love story. Don't miss it. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital. Who's Liz's next love after Lucky's exit? General Hospital knows now that Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, is gone. We know Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, needs a new love interest. We have a man in mind for her, maybe more than one. General Hospital. Lucky Spencer's departure shakes up Port Charles. Fresh off Lucky's proposal to Elizabeth, he packed his bags and left town. Lucky's proposal did tempt Liz. As much as she wanted to say yes, she still had to turn Lucky down. Liz knows Lucky won't be happy staying in one place. She doesn't want to leave Port Charles. She has a life there. Despite loving Lucky, she also loves her job at General Hospital, her family, and her friends. She knows it just won't work out. Liz didn't want to say yes, get married again, and settle down. Then Lucky would get restless. He wouldn't be happy. Then, guess what? He would resent Elizabeth for making him feel tied down. Why Lucky Spencer really left General Hospital? We all know Lucky and Liz have been down this road before, twice, in fact. It didn't work out. So Lucky decided to leave Port Charles because he said he can't stay knowing he can't be with Elizabeth. It just hurts too much. Lucky's exit was, I guess it was written okay. But the fact that they brought back Jonathan Jackson only for it to end this way and so fast is kind of frustrating. In case you've not heard, Lucky left town because Jonathan Jackson decided he just couldn't stay. It wasn't working out for his family or him to be so far away from them. His home is in Tennessee. He was very far away from his wife and 3 kids, working in California. He said he thought he could make it work, but then they just decided as a family it was too hard. Missed moments, Jonathan Jackson and the nurses' ball. By the way, Jonathan Jackson reportedly filmed a song for the nurses' ball. Rumor has it Frank Valentini scrapped it. This is bizarre because, for me, the performances this year, actually, all the performances, were kind of meh. Jonathan Jackson would have been a great addition to the lineup. If you've never heard him sing, Google it. He is amazing. He was on that hit show Nashville, playing a country singer. He is so talented. Bottom line, Lucky Spencer is gone. Elizabeth Weber faces life without Lucky Spencer. We had that sweet final scene where Elizabeth ran to the airport to say goodbye to him, rom-com style. Which was, by the way, insane. It's not the 90s. You can't get to the gate like that without buying a plane ticket, but whatever. I did like that Lucky is taking their son Aiden Spencer, Colin Cassidy, to travel around with him for a while. Bottom line, though, he's gone. Now Liz has no current love interest. Who should be Elizabeth Weber's next love on General Hospital? So, we're going to talk about who her next lover could be. Will it be one of her exes or somebody entirely new? With Lucky just out the door, I will say I don't think Liz is going to fall for somebody next week, or maybe not even next month. But already, there's actually a little spark of something that General Hospital has shown us. Obviously, Elizabeth Weber needs romance in her life eventually. So let's talk about the available guys who could be a good match for her. Rick Lansing, could he reignite his romance with Liz? Number 1, obviously, is her other 2-time ex-husband Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst. This week, we saw a warm moment between Liz and Rick right after he lost his case and was talking to her at the hospital. It's no secret he is still hung up on Elizabeth and would love a reunion. Rick made a beeline for Liz the moment he came back to Port Charles, but she was already getting closer to Lucky. She told Rick no dice. But now with Rick Lansing's rival gone and Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, sniffing around Ava Jerome, Maura West, I could see Rick making another play for Elizabeth. But let's be real, Rick is still not worthy of Liz. I understand she was married to a serial killer at one point, but I stand by that statement. Don't get me wrong, I like Rick. I appreciate his Silver Fox villain vibes. I think he's hot. I like villains. But Liz deserves better. Why Rick Lansing still isn't the right choice for Elizabeth. Even if Rick gets closer to Liz, I don't think it could ever work out. He's blackmailing Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, and Elizabeth knows how shady Rick is. Let's be real, he's as sketchy as ever these days. I will say he's mellowed from his panic room days when he locked Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, away, but he's still no prize. Alright, number 2. Jason Morgan and Liz, revisiting a GH fan favorite pairing. Another ex of Elizabeth's we have got to talk about is Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. He already has a fan following as a pairing with Liz. We could see the writers latching onto that Liz and Jason fan base, you know, to give that liaison a thrill. If you remember, Liz chased after him so hard when Billy Miller came on the show and was believed to be Jason Morgan. We had Liz concealing his identity to keep Jason in her life. Is Jason Morgan ready for Elizabeth Weber again? Of course, he turned out to be Drew Kane Quartermain Billy Miller before Cameron Matheson eventually took on the role. Liz has always cared for Jason, and since Steve Burton came back, his character has had no love interest. Had potential with Sasha Gilmore, Sophia Matson, but with Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, back, she might swerve to her baby daddy. I will say with Kelly Thiebaud returning, her character Britt Westbourne may be destined for Jason whether she is a resurrected Brit with a medical miracle or somebody new. They did have really good chemistry. So Jason is still a possibility for Liz, but I haven't seen him looking her way honestly, not once, and not in a good long while. Cody Bell, a new romance in Port Charles for Liz. Number 3, another single hot guy in Port Charles is Cody. He and Elizabeth would at least be a new pairing. I like new. Cody had chemistry with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, but nothing came of that. Now Christina's pimping Cody out to Ava for a payday, which is a big minus. If there were any potential for Cody and Liz, him selling his body for money is problematic. Especially since it's Ava he's chasing. Plus Christina's plot would have Rick swerving back to Elizabeth, so Cody seems like a long shot as well. Isaiah Gannon, a fresh start or another long shot on General Hospital. Alright, number 4. Next on the list is fun, hunky Dr. Isaiah Gannon, saw Andy Wilson. We've seen Elizabeth and Isaiah getting to be good friends, and of course, Lucky is their common link. But with him gone, it's something Liz and Dr. Gannon have in common. Don't forget Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper, is still in the mix. I doubt Isaiah has forgotten his attraction, even though Jordan Ashford is focused on Sidwell, Carlo Rota. And even though Liz and Isaiah Gannon are single and compatible, I still think Lucky would be an issue with any romance for them. So, long shot. Dante Falconeri and Elizabeth Weber, a surprising soap opera pair. Number 5, last but by no means least, let's talk about an age-appropriate hottie that could be a fun and different pairing for her, Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. He and Elizabeth Weber have never had a ton of overlap, but obviously, they have lots of people in common. Dante is a good guy that would appeal to Liz. They're both single parents, so they have that in common. Liz with Dante Falconeri would be something fresh. I doubt he is going to be near Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning, anytime soon, so there's that. Also, I could see Liz being empathetic about what Dante is going through. Can Dante Falconeri and Liz help heal each other? It's not quite the same, but if you remember, her son Jake Weber, Hudson West, came back from the dead a few years ago. So Liz understands shocking reveals about children, and she could comfort Dante. Plus, he is still grieving Sam McCall's, Kelly Monaco, murder at the hands of awful Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober. If you don't remember, it was, I think, 4 years ago that Liz was grieving the murder of her husband at the hands of awful Peter August, Wes Ramsey. I think a lot of people would prefer Dante to stay far away from Lulu. Elizabeth could be a really interesting alternative. Who should Elizabeth Weber choose next on General Hospital? Let me know who